Hello friends, I'm Tunde Dugantsi, Hungarian gingerbread artist, and today we will create a Halloween cookie box. I'm using a dark chocolate recipe for it because I have a lot of black parts and didn't need a lot of paint to do these. First, I flood two sides of the box, two rectangles with white icing, and I will airbrush these. I will have a different design for each side of the box. So I'm airbrushing different designs, but I'm using the same colors. So I do them side by side because I don't want to clean my airbrush a lot of times. So these two will be a good base for two designs. I let them dry a little bit before I add the details. And this one will get bats. I use a template to sketch those bats and an edible marker. And then I fill them with black airbrush color. And I use a thin paintbrush for that. I love these PME paintbrushes because they have a grip and a plastic handle. I used to use wooden, so regular paintbrushes, but the wooden paintbrushes start to peel after a while as we have to wash them pretty often. So these plastic handle paintbrushes, food safe paintbrushes from PME are very nice to work with. I have some in my Etsy store if you need to pick some up. The second side will get a cemetery scene. So here's a cross and some tombstones. Again sketched with the edible marker, but I'm finishing it with the airbrush color. So here is the second side of the box. The third one has a black airbrush background. And it's gonna be a jack-o'-lantern. So I'm sketching the face there. Then I will flood it with the white icing. I do it in sections. I let this middle section dry before adding two more on the two sides. So when it sets a little bit, I add the next two sections. Leaving out the face of the pumpkin. I will let these two sections set a little bit before adding the rest of it. So with the rest, I will basically fill the whole cookie. Then I will let this dry completely before airbrushing it. I will use orange airbrush color And then I add some highlights with red. And the third side is ready. And the fourth one will have a big cat's eye. So I just pipe the eye on the cookie with the white icing. And then I will let it dry. And this is also a Club Cookie Academy project. Check out the club for more classes and fun projects like this. I'm adding the details to the eye after airbrushing it green, adding a pupil. It gets a few white dots. And it's time to assemble the box. I use the black icing, the piping consistency icing to put the box together. And as you can see, I needed some help to hold the first side in place. But once you put more sides together, they will hold each other. And I will finish the box with a bead border at the meeting point of the different sides, the different pieces. It makes it look nicer and also it will make it stronger. So I take the piping consistency black icing to pipe that bead border. Then I will let everything dry and I will fill this box with creepy eyeball cookies. These are little 1-inch round cookies that I dipped in white royal icing, let them dry, and I will paint on the details. So some eyes, creepy eyes with a lot of blood vessels. And here is the completed project. I hope you had fun with it and see you again next week.